Hi, this is Savannah from Chicken Soup for the Truth or Soul 2, and I'm going to be discussing today two celebrities, both past and present, who may not only be related, but may possibly be sort of a reincarnation of sorts. Not literally, because I don't believe in reincarnation, but a sort of mimicking of celebrities both past and present. Now, I'm going to be tagging along off of my previous video that talked about Peter Gabriel because I forgot to mention something. So, Broadway is known as the Great White Way because of all its white lights. So that kind of ties into the light lies down on Broadway duality connection there that he had on the album, along with The Lamb That Lies Down on Broadway. And so that kind of helps to explain that song a little bit more. But again, we still know what that light stands for, and then performing in that Shriners Auditorium is not an accident. Anyways, gonna move on to Miss Dorothy Dandridge. What a star in her day. Well, we'll call her that for now. Miss Dorothy Dandridge was a huge star in her time. You know, my mother was named after a character that she played in the movie Carmen. Or was it Carmen, or was it... Well, it came out in 1965, and she was born that same year. And... yeah. A character she played, rather, was named Carmen. And, wow. To think that my mom was named after someone who wasn't even a female. That's pretty painful if you let it be. But this person was not who they said they were. Now we're gonna take a closer look. I found some photos. Found some photos on a website. Now, at first glance, who does this look like to you? Beyonce. Does it or does it not look like Beyonce? And there's no references to what she looks like up here. No one said anything up here. As soon as I saw her, I said, oh, Beyonce, there it is. And not just Beyonce at any performance, Beyonce in Dreamgirls. Right there. Boom. Boom. Profile shot, hairline, build, just a different era. Now you see her facing forward. Now you can see more of the differences that are between the two of them, but oh man. Now I want you to notice how long those fingers are. That's the most obvious male feature in this photo. The length of those fingers. And the width of the wrist, too. It's the most glaringly obvious in this photo. Maybe the wide set apart, deep and set eyes, too. Just see a lot of masculine energy coming off of them. They didn't try to do that much with the eyebrows. You would think they would, being she was such a huge star. She was also in Porgy and Bess. It's a huge black staple at that time. My grandmother loved that play. Yeah. See, they look like they got a nose job, jaw shave. Maybe they had naturally low cheekbones, but that's usually a female feature. Sometimes you want to believe that they're just simply a hermaphrodite, that they didn't go through all the trouble to get mutilated to become a star, but you just never know. And looking in that breast area, the bras that came out at that time helped a lot. Let's just put it that way. We filled out any flaws in the surgery or any other flaws. Yeah, that's a creepy mask. Yeah. Africans have their own version of witchcraft, and every other country too, as well. Santeria over in South America, and they just have the voodoo, and it's just making my head hurt to even think about it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But just when you think that somebody is like you because they look like you, no, they're a terror. Think again. But, yeah, male gaze and those eyes, straight across clavicle, thin, narrow, midsection, no childbearing going on there. Prominent wide shoulders, forehead expanding, and yeah, this makes it hard to tell whether they're a hermaphrodite or a transgender, because you see there's no Adam's apple anywhere at all. Just the trachea is a little tiny bit protruding at sometimes, but man, this photo really creeped me out, because the first thing that I saw is that she had a slit eye. She's gosh dang reptilian. I mean, demon, not really reptilian, but just look at the eye. It's so obvious. I think this may have happened with time in the photo. The photo probably didn't look like that when they first took it. That's the thing about photographs. Photographs are magic, I think. They capture an era, they capture a time, but they also have a tendency, to change and fade and all this different stuff. It's sort of like one of those where you can like turn over one of those sand, I can't remember the name of it right now, but sort of like a sand timer. You can turn it over and the sand starts running, and then when it runs out, the photo sort of disappears. And the opposite goes for a Polaroid camera. The process goes opposite. And yeah, some very muscular forearms. Even the fashion is magic, because you see the cinching at the waist is supposed to create the impression of hips. A wide stance. Woman wouldn't stand like that. But remember, at the time they're starting to promote feminism, and then they already had this overarching opinion of black women and how they should be strong and domineering already. Had started that, and wouldn't that be helpful as a guy all along playing a black female? Yeah, again, the arms, pretty prominent. You just chop off the rest of the body and it's male arms. I'm not sure how she's getting that, she is getting that Q line angle. I really have no clue. I guess pushing in one of the knees really tightly. These people are really taught how to pose. They are. See how large that kneecap is on the right? Yeah, I don't think there's that many more photos. Start speeding up a little bit. One of those eyes is black. See? Soul's kind of gone, You guys see, you can see this. There's even a face right there in her hair. It's just like, this woman's covered from head to toe. Hands veiny. Almost like they stretched out or something, Looking straight up possessed here. Again, wide stance. Looking like Beyonce in the 50s. Clip-ons. I think they have clip-on earrings too. How convenient. Just did a nice press and curl under the dryer and have some clip-ons, makeup, and a dress and heels, and you're good to go. You're ready to hit the road. Some more raciness. One eye symbolism. One eye full of light, one eye full of darkness. Yeah, well, you know the Bible verse about that. Completely empty, soulless vessel. Yep. I have no clue what that necklace means, but it's gotta mean something. That is a weird necklace. Just catches my eye. Oh, look at the Widow's Peak. Yeah. Yeah. Guys get so confused when they see their breasts look like, you know, they did such a good job on to make it look like it's all natural, you know. That sly smirk and that duping's delight. They know they're a snake. And here they go laughing. And this is the only photo I could find where it looks like they may have definitely had an Adam's apple there at one point. That neck is just way too long for a female. Again, dark soul, sticking out the tongue, ever so slightly. See some more protruding of the neck as the photos continue. This wasn't such a good idea to get him in this position. More comfortable in some pants, it looks like. Take a look at how large the heels are. Yeah, pretty creepy. Ah, the brick masonry wall. How aesthetic. Oh, black and red. Colors of initiation. And this person died really young, like Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Sorry, call her Marilyn Monroe. And the feet are massive. Toto polish ain't fixing that, honey. Yeah. It's a Jezebel working through a man. That's what happens with a lot of these gay men. Oof. Wow. Sometimes I wonder if gay men know just how deceived they've been. A lot of their so-called people they've looked up to, their so-called idols, they shouldn't have had any, you know, worshiping idols, false idols. They were men. They were not women. Like Donna Summer, Liza Minnelli, those types. Lady Gaga, I mean, come on. Anyways, that's about it. Really bony knees. Really bony calves. The bones. If they were able to, if something, you know, happened to them and they were found with just their bones, God forbid, that's what really happened, but they would determine it a male, but they would have to lie about it somehow in the forensic report. Again, I'm looking straight up possessed. The eyes turn black almost completely. Mouth is distorting. Doing some more shape shifting. Legs real far apart. Almost doing that one eye thing. Doing that M thing, the M motif. The M. For Mason, something else, because they've been doing this a very, very long time. Before the Masons were even around. Started looking like a butterfly on the shoulder. Anyways, yeah, this video was just going to be talking about how this person has intersex conditions. You can almost see a shadow where they shaved on their mustache and beard area. Some makeup covered that real nice. Big giant claws. Now, on to Beyonce. Yeah, I was just going to be covering their slight similarities and just mostly, you know, how They're obviously not women. Just kind of overview of that. Do they or do they not look like Dorothy Dandridge? Oh, no, we don't need to mention Jennifer Hudson back there on the right. We already know what she did. Killed all 3 of her family members, sacrificed all of them. Don't got to worry about nothing for a long time now. She's gotten all her stuff out of the way. You know, it took John Travolta almost 35 years to get 2 sacrifices out of the way. His wife and his son. It took him, and he had one in the 80s too, so that's 3. So, but it took him over 30 years to do it. It took her mere months. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Dorothy Dandridge. Notice the wonky eye, the big giant long claws. See the similarities? I wonder. Let's go back to the top, that picture. Maybe we'll find a picture of them laying out, sprawled out. Probably not, but they definitely, maybe were even trying to look like them. Who knows, you know, these witches will channel. Just looking purely wicked. Yeah, they may not look exactly alike because, you know, hairstyles change, but yes, definitely into witchcraft, into that left-hand path. Oh yeah, there we go. There's some similar hair from that era. Yep. There you go. There you go. Well, that's more from the 70s. If she would have lived that long, Dorothy Dandridge died, I think, in 1964. Didn't even make it to the 1970s, unfortunately. But yeah. Everyone thinks that Beyonce is like a black Barbie doll or something, and I'm like, it's not even a woman. You'd get shunned for saying that. Even now, people are aware. At this point, if they're not aware, then they're not going to ever be. I think the time is running out very quickly. God is like calling all his sheep, and you know, and when time runs out, it'll be too late. So hopefully, you know, more people will wake up to this. And yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make that little video. All right. God bless you guys in Jesus' name. Bye-bye.